Depression. Depression is something you never expect. It just happens when you're overthinking, stressed about something, or even losing somebody. As you get older, depression has came in your life at least once, and for many different reasons. A lot of people go through depression and never say anything that leads to a deep hole or even suicide. Since I got to middle school, I either dealt with depression and overcame it, or helped somebody that's going through depression. Depression is causing suicide, and suicide is becoming one of our biggest causes of deaths in America. We got to get a better understanding of who's going through depression, and people that's going through depression got to ask for help so we can limit the amount of deaths. There are many major causes of depression and the effects from it. Depression is an extreme complex disease. No one knows exactly what causes it, but it can occur for a variety of reasons. Depression can happen in so many ways you know which one can affect you. Starting with abuse. Abuse can happen from physical, mental, or sexual, from your family member or even significant other. Next is medication. And the biggest one is death. A lot of people go through losing somebody and going through depression from it, from the grieving, sadness can cause it. And the next is major event, either divorce, losing your job, or moving. And last is substance abuse. Going through depression affects your physical health and well-being. It can start with feeling sad or empty. Next, it can go to insomnia and thoughts of suicide. And it can cause you from heart attack or overthinking decisions and weight loss and being fatigued. You never can see it when do you think it's nothing, but we got to start seeing the signs. Warning signs and ways you can get better. Warning signs we can see to spot if somebody's going through depression is loss of energy or not being their original self. Sleeping and isolating themselves and not wanting to go outside. Trying to talk to us but cut themselves out because there are people judging them weight change or behavior. Other warning signs that you get is them hanging around the wrong group. That's a sign that they're trying to fit in, and especially when they're doing stuff that they wasn't supposed to be doing bad stuff or things that you wouldn't expect them to be doing. That's them trying to fit in, thinking it's okay, thinking it's going to take away the depression, but it's going to cause more because when they realize they're doing bad stuff and it causes it, it's just going to make them think even more. Next is going back to substance abuse. That's a very big sign somebody's going through depression, that they're doing more often than what they was doing before. That's them trying to wash away their pain, thinking it's helping out, but it's really just doing more damage to their body, making them think more, making the pain think that it's going away, but it's really sitting there. And that leads to suicide. Ways people who's going through depression can do better. First is always ask for help with your parents, getting a therapist, a friend, or somebody you can trust, that somebody else in the family, teacher, or coach. And trying to move around. Get active, running, sports, and then finding ways to engage in the world again. Volunteering, getting a new hobby, just being outside, being in that environment, or getting a pet or a good friend to keep you company that can get you the depression off your mind. Throughout this speech, we talked about the causes of depression, what it does to you, the warning signs, and the ways you can get better and fight depression in this speech. In conclusion, depression is going to happen, but we have to better ourselves when we're going through it and help the people who is happening to. We can decrease the number of suicides and suffering from the depression if we just see it. First, I talked about in this speech is causes of depression. Next, I moved on to what the effects of depression does to you. And then the ways we can see the depression and help out. And the ways you can better yourself and stop depression. Depression is going to happen, but we can find ways to limit it and help people that's going through it. Thank you, and thank you for watching the speech.